What if I told you that one of the most feared pitchers in Major League Baseball history threw a pitch so slow? It barely cracked 60 miles per hour. And yet, this one pitch, predictable, almost laughably slow, left batters completely humiliated. This isn't the story of a power pitcher lighting up radar guns. It's the story of a man whose signature weapon fluttered like a butterfly and still dismantled the best hitters in the world. His fastball, below league average. His speed, laughable. But his knuckleball, unhittable. That man was Tim Wakefield. In today's video, we'll unravel how Wakefield turned baseball on its head, humiliating MVPs, defying conventional wisdom, and etching his name into the game's most legendary moments. With a pitch that made even professional hitters look foolish. And it all culminated in one iconic pitch that silenced the critics forever. Stick around, because the moment that stunned the baseball world is still ahead. Tim Wakefield never intended to be a pitcher. At Florida Tech, he was a slugging first baseman, smashing home run records and chasing a dream with a bat in his hands. But when he was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates, they realized something shocking. His bat wouldn't carry him to the majors, but his weird little pitch? Maybe. He had a knuckleball, awkward, floating, unpredictable. Nobody wanted it, but it worked. In 1992, Wakefield made his debut, not as a power arm, but as a mystery. His first game? A complete game shutout with 10 strikeouts, 146 pitches. No one, not the hitter, the catcher, or even Wakefield himself, knew where the ball was going, and that's what made him so dangerous. In the National League Championship Series against the Braves, Wakefield stepped up like a warrior. Pitching on just 2 days' rest, he threw 138 pitches and won again, tying the series. Though the Pirates would eventually fall in heartbreaking fashion, Wakefield had arrived. He was Rookie Pitcher of the Year, a rising star. But baseball wasn't done testing him. The next few years were brutal. He struggled mightily in 1993. By 1994, he was leading AAA in home runs allowed, losses, and walks. The knuckleballer was unraveling. He was released by the Pirates in 1995. Most thought his career was over, but then the Boston Red Sox called. And this is where everything changed. With legends like Roger Clemens injured, Wakefield was called up as a desperation move. But he didn't pitch like a fallback option. He pitched like a star. In 17 starts, he went 14-1, 6 complete games, a 1.65 ERA. He took a no-hitter into the 8th inning in just his 3rd start at Fenway. Wakefield, the guy with the slowest pitch in the game, became the most dominant pitcher in baseball. He even finished 3rd in Cy Young voting. But then came one pitch. That would come back to haunt him, and it would all unfold under the brightest lights against the fiercest rival, the New York Yankees. We're about to witness the moment Wakefield's knuckleball shattered a city's heart, and how he turned that heartbreak into redemption that shook the baseball world. Don't go anywhere. Fast forward to the 2003 ALCS. Game 7. Red Sox versus Yankees. Extra innings. Tim Wakefield on the mound. His team clinging to hope. And then, on the very first pitch, Aaron Boone connected. The ball soared into the New York night. Game over. Yankees win. Boston was devastated, and Wakefield, heartbroken. He stood there alone on the mound, tears in his eyes, thinking he had let down an entire city. But what happened next was why Boston would come to love him even more. The next year, the Red Sox made it back to the ALCS, again against the Yankees. After falling behind 3-0 in the series, Boston looked doomed. But in Game 3, with the bullpen exhausted and the game already spiraling, Wakefield made a selfless decision. He told manager Terry Francona, "Use me. Burn me. I'll save the bullpen." He was shelled. It hurt. But his sacrifice gave the team a chance to survive. Game 4? A walk-off? Game 5? Wakefield held on in extra innings despite wild pitches and chaos behind the plate. Boston tied the series, and in Game 7 they blew the Yankees out of the water. Wakefield's selflessness, his willingness to wear the pain, helped break the curse. They went on to sweep the Cardinals and win their first World Series in 86 years. There are moments in sports that feel surreal, where time slows down and everything else fades. And for Tim Wakefield, one such moment didn't come in October glory or under championship pressure. It came during a regular season game, Red Sox versus Yankees, a rivalry steeped in fire and fury, and standing at the plate was Jason Giambi, a former MVP, a man built to demolish fastballs, a hitter whose bat speed could turn 95 miles per hour into a souvenir in seconds. Wakefield wound up with the same calm, deliberate motion. No smoke, no mirrors. Just him and the knuckleball. Tim and the crowd stood. They cheered. They cried. Because they weren't just honoring a player, they were saying goodbye to one of their own. The man with the slowest pitch in baseball had given Boston some of its fastest, brightest memories. And though he's gone, his number, his pitch, and his heart will flutter through Fenway forever. Tim Wakefield proved that greatness doesn't always roar. Sometimes it floats gently, unpredictably, like a knuckleball on a summer night. He humiliated batters not with power, but with finesse. He saved teams not with stats, but with sacrifice. And he earned love not just for how he played, but for who he was. If you love this story and want more deep dives into legendary underdogs, strange baseball moments, and iconic players, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your favorite Wakefield memory, or the craziest pitch you've ever seen. Because in baseball, just like in life, sometimes the slowest pitch hits the hardest.